So we've all heard of the protagonist that will never hurt a fly, and he tries his best not to do anything too violently, you know? He doesn't want to kill anyone. This is a very common protagonist, and a pretty good one. I mean, you don't want to be out here telling people to kill people as if that's a normal thing. I've noticed a pattern of these protagonists coming up over and over again in media, and I found a particular series that actually solved this problem. It wasn't like how in Spider-Man, he just kind of accidentally kills Green Goblin, or maybe Green Goblin killed himself, but it was still kind of in his hands, as he was the only other person there. Someone was just killed in a way that it wasn't my fault. It kind of spares Spider-Man the grief of having killed someone, and I think would have developed his character even more in the second movie. But Spider-Man doesn't answer this morality question. In the series that we're going to be talking about is Trigun. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers right now, and I have 820 right now as of this recording, but you can make it 821 if you press that button. It's a great way to support me, and it's free. Trigun is only 20 episodes, about Vash the Stampede, an outlaw that is wanted for destroying an entire town with his gun, literally obliterating it. Our secondary characters are Meryl and Millie, two insurance girls who are looking for Vash the Stampede, with the highest bounty on the earth placed on his head. But once they meet him, he's a very nice guy actually, but he's very skilled with a gun, always dodging literally every bullet that is shot at him, and dealing with his enemies in creative ways. And Meryl and Millie all witness this happening. They're basically eyewitnesses to Vash the Stampede. Who he is a mystery until we learn that this desert island that they inhabit was actually a new planet similar to Earth that they started a new civilization on after Earth couldn't sustain itself anymore. And Vash is an artificial human. Knives is an artificial human as well. Eventually, both given these guns that have the power to obliterate entire cities, which there aren't that many of on this new planet. To make things worse, Knives has mind control, is able to manipulate other people when he's within range. Throughout the series, Knives terrorizes Vash, even making him fire his own gun, which is what gave him his horrible reputation in the first place. You see this trope again? The nice guy who's basically getting forced in these types of situations where he's seen as a bad guy, and the heat only gets worse from there. And this is exactly what Spider-Man avoided when Green Goblin killed himself. And when Vash is faced with the violation of Millie and Meryl versus killing someone, he ended up killing the hired gun that had been sent by Knives. This eventually leads to him deciding to track down Knives and kill him, which he exactly ended up doing. So Trigun's answer to basically being harassed for his entire life, and he kind of was forced to show up to Knives' place and murk him. Granted, they are 100 years old, so they should have matured by now, but he really just hates humans because it was his childhood. But this is about Vash. By having Vash be the nicest person throughout the entire series, and then decide to do this, he was basically bullied into making this decision. Even Wolfwood, the priest character, would always go on about thou shalt not kill, even though he kills himself. Wait, no, not literally. He added it up and he said, well, this guy's gonna kill a lot of people, and he's gonna use me to do it as well. So he decided to just take him out. What I really like about Trigun is that it doesn't shy away from this question. It's literally what the entire show is about, and I highly recommend it. Do you know any other shows that deal with this question? And if you do, leave them in the comments, because I'm very interested in this topic, as it's usually avoided by so much media. Like, you're really talking about killing people. But yeah, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe. I have 820 as of this recording, but you can make it 821 if you press that button. And we're pretty close to 1,000 subs, which is kind of crazy. Like, I can't even really imagine that. Like, I'm just used to having, like, I remember when I had, like, 330. But yeah, please drop a sub if, you know, we can make it to that point. And I think I hit, like, a YouTube milestone when I do that. So I can, like, get monetization. I just need to get more hours on my videos, and that's basically it. But yeah, subscribe if you want to help me with that, and this has been a Quad ZXY Classic. Subscribe.